Okay, this is the Patriotic race, Charlotte 150 coming at you. Patriotic race. Hopefully, we'll see some red, white, and blue paint schemes today. As the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series gets back underway after a week off. We're going to go green for 150 laps. One of the longer races of the season. Robert Sanders has put it on the pole. Dalton Creech, second. So, first night out, Dalton Creech puts it on the front row. Chester Miller, third. Ian Silver, fourth. Andrew Miller, Sean Cunningham, Trevor McLaughlin, last season's winner at the Charlotte race. James Olavison, Norm Snyder. But on the pole, it's Robert Sanders. He's rocking some red, white, and blue. You can see that from a mile away. Once again, I'm James J. Flying solo tonight, so I'm doing the cameras and the race. And we're, like I say, looking forward to a Patriotic Truck Series race. We have 25 entries tonight. Amazing turnout. Thanks to all of you. Pace cars dropping out. I'm trying to close the grid. There it goes. And Robert Sanders is going to take us to green. On the inside, well, that's a psychedelic red, white, and blue. On the inside was the new guy, number 36, Dalton Creech. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports. Finds himself on the front row, giving Robert Sanders a run for his money. Early in the race, cold tires, give him a second to warm up. But man, what a great race. Great start to the race. There's the ticker. Dalton Creech on the outside has finally cleared Robert Sanders, and we're yellow. Well, that's a bummer. That didn't take long. Michael Harris and Dustin Hardy. Are in the back. Let's see if they had anything to do with it. Man, I wish Dustin Hardy had better luck. Seems like he's in the middle of a lot of the action. Oh, it looks like he just got run over. Let's see. I don't think this one's going to be Dustin's fault. Could be wrong. Where's the 88? Right in the middle, right behind the 15. There he is, the HCL paint. It's kind of hard to see the number on the chrome. But yeah, he slides up. Brandon Morris in the 39 behind. Nicholas Aslan in the 48 in front. Oh, and Dustin Hardy's just loose. He's already lost it. Yep, early in the race, just didn't have control. Brandon Morris gets a piece. That's going to hurt Brandon. 63 barely misses. 31 barely misses. Up high, who's that? Oh, no. Oh, the 31 gets it, gets into it, and gets turned. That's going to be a 4X, if not more than one. It's Justin Thaler, isn't it? Let's see. Yep. Right in front. Oh, and Dustin gets into it. Oh, there's more going on behind. 3, 4. There's the 40. He got into it. This is what happens. 25 trucks going at it. We'll see it one more time, but he's already gone. This is full speed. Brandon barely gets a little bit of it. Justin Thaler gets into it, into the wall. And then here he goes. Bam, bam, bam. Pinball wizard Dustin Hardy off to a rough start along with a couple other trucks. Man, Dustin, that's probably going to be a pit lane start. Got to get at least 1 or 2 laps in. I think you got to get 5 laps in on the trucks, or you get a penalty for next week.
Yeah, she got loose off that corner.
Just got loose going into the corner. Not the end of the world. Dustin Hardy will get it cleaned up, I hope. But back up front, Dustin Cochran, check him out. I'm sorry, Dalton Creech. Wasn't even close. I got the D and the C right. Sorry, Dalton. First night out. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports, man. Glad to have you. Robert Sanders always seems to find some trippy paint jobs. I don't know if he did that himself on Training Paints or Photoshop, but Robert Sanders, like a hieroglyphic paint. Need some 3D glasses. There's a good look at Dalton Creech. And then looking back at Chester Miller and Ian Silva. Right now we're going to go racing again. What do you say? Dalton Creech is the control car in the 36. Chester Miller in the 18. Yellow and white Fanatec. Toyota. Second row, right behind the leader. Dalton Creech in the black truck. Gonna take us back to green. And we're racing one more time. Much better start for Dalton Creech. We can get some more action back here. Colton Lanford and Ian Silva. Whoa, got slippery. Oh, he's slipping. Oh, they're wrecking again. 51. It's Ian Silva just going backwards. We stay green. Thank goodness for that. Everybody's able to keep it together. Let's see what happened. I think it was right in front of him. 25. Oh, smack. Colton Lanford. Sorry, my cameras are going a little crazy. He's got a red, white, and blue team. Oh, they just got loose in front of him. They all went slipping and sliding. Ian Silva ended up worse out of that bunch, but that could have been a lot worse for everybody back here. Mark Cochran. All these guys. So got away with one there. We're back live. So hats off to you, Colton Lanford, for keeping it all together, and a big shout out to Ian Silva. Great truck control to keep it off the wall, keep it headed the right direction. He winds up back here in 16th. I'm sorry, that's Eric Thaler in 16th. Trying to get to Ian Silva. All the way to the back. It's all good. Good to see Eric Thaler, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Eric Thaler. Got Brandon Morris right behind you. Let's see if the 39 can do anything with the birthday boy. It's a little bit early in the race. Brandon is a good, hard racer. He's not going to give much, but these guys have been racing for a long time. Brandon Morris on the inside of the 39. Carl Edwards paint there, except number 39. Inside Eric Thaler in the 15. Eric's holding strong on the outside. Looks like Brandon got a little loose coming off of 4. And now he slides up just in front of a crashing Michael Harris. Michael Harris was into the wall as he protects from Nicholas Aslan behind him. So we got a 4-way battle. The 40's Michael Harris Jr. Nicholas Aslan dives down on the inside. Nicholas Aslan moves up a spot, slides in front of the 40. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a lap car. All right, that explains it. These guys are still going at it. Brandon wants to try to get by again. Let's see if he can do it this time without getting loose. Coming off of 4. We got into turn 3. Brandon Morris right on the blue line. Eric Thaler up high, gives room. Hold strong again. Brandon does a good job not to slide up into him. So Brandon's going to have to gather it up, reel him back in one lap at a time. I believe that's Justin Thaler behind. He finds himself a lap down already. Oh, Justin, not the way you wanted to start your race tonight. A lap down after getting into it with the 88 earlier. But Justin Thaler's got some new tires and a new attitude. See if he can go to the front and unlap himself right on the blue line. Justin Thaler's got an awesome paint job. Remember, we're going to lap 25. We've got a competition caution coming up at 25. The 2 truck trying to make it up to the 39. Justin Thaler's got this cool camo. That's awesome looking. The digital camo, OD green and desert camo going. Looks closer on TV1 than it does on the nose. Looks like on the cockpit. Off the roll bar. That's more like it, a little better perspective on the speed and the track. We can ride along with Justin Thaler, the brother of Eric Thaler. We're coming up on trucks here. We got a 5-way battle, and Justin Thaler's a lap truck in the middle of this battle for 15th up ahead. Eric and Brandon go around the outside. See if Justin can do the same. And who is this they're coming up on? I don't think it's another new truck, I think. 81. 21, Justin Glickner. Justin Glickner, welcome to the club. You know that name from the Road Series. Oh, there's the 21. All right, so that's Thomas Fuller. There we go. Sorry, it's the 81. My fault. 87. Justin Thaler, Nicholas Aslan in the 48. He's got a cool red, white, and blue tribute on his Patriotic race. I'm glad to see some green flag laps after that scare early. Thanks to everybody for keeping it together. Dalton Creech is still up front. It looks like Dustin Reinstedt's got around all the way from 11th. We'll go watch that battle. I'm excited about this racing back here, though. We're racing up and down the field. Brandon Morris gets around Justin Glickner on the outside. Justin Thaler wants around also. But he's got Nicholas Aslan and Thomas Fuller. Remember, Justin Thaler in the 2 is a lap truck. He is a lap down, the camo. 21 is on the right lap. But the camo card, number 2, Justin Thaler, has got fresher tires. Just about 4 laps, and we're yellow. Let's see if we can find out why. Is it lap 25? Lap 20. Competition caution. And sorry, I'm trying to find the incidents report here. Spinner on the front stretch. All good. We'll let it go live. This might be the good time to. This is going to be the competition caution. So on this patriotic race, red, white, and blue, there's 21 Justin Glickner and the number 2 Justin Thaler. We'll let him pit. See where Dalton Croach comes out. Looks like Brandon Morris stays out. So we're going to have a new leader. There's your previous leader, Dalton Creech. Let's see where he comes out in relation to Dustin Reinstedel. Oh, Creech was down twice. He's taking 4 tires. This is going to shuffle everything up. Dalton Creech, not as familiar with Midwest Motorsports. Not as familiar with the way things work or the tire wear. Right? So you went ahead and took all 4 tires. Brandon Morris decides to stay out. We were going to go to lap 25. This will be the competition caution. Dustin Reinstedel P2. Once again, on this patriotic race, you'll see lots of red, white, and blue, maybe some military camo. But tonight, we'd like to honor Dustin Reinstedel. His number 11 is remembering his uncle, Terry Casey. He was in the U.S. Navy, machinist, and a big Dale Earnhardt Sr. fan. And a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So, Terry Casey, your nephew Dustin Reinstedel's riding around in front. Terry Casey, U.S. Navy, thank you for your service. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a good role model to your nephew, Dustin Reinstedel. There's something in here about Dustin's paint as well. Special camo paint. Camo patriotic scheme with the Cancer Sucks logos in memory of his uncle and his mom. Says a lot about the camo paint Dustin's running tonight. But it looks like we lost Brandon. Brandon's coming to pit after all, huh? did. He pitted on 23. Everybody else pitted on 22. It's all right. Didn't want to be left hanging on his own. So now we're going to have Dustin Reinstedel taking us to green. Chester Miller in the 18. New name I don't recognize. Welcome to the club, Chester. Glad you're here. We're going to go back racing here. Dustin Reinstedel brings the field out of turn 4. Barney takes off. And he's gone. The whole field comes around. "25 trucks racing tonight." This is the camera I should have had earlier at the start of the race. But Dustin's got a good lead now. Still 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Dalton Creech has made it up. Chester Miller's going the wrong way. Sorry about the picture breakup. I believe our stream's lagging just a little bit. Great racing up front. Check it out, Dalton Creech. Man, he's got some speed. As he goes inside Dustin Reinstedel now. New leader 36. Dalton Creech. Showing him how it's done. Those tires make him look like a hero. We'll see how that plays later in the race. You saw him take 4 tires early on his stop. Fastest lap on the track right now is the number 1 truck. I'm sorry, the number 3 truck. It was the 1 last year. The 3 truck, HendrickCars.com. That would be Jason Kraft. He's rocking a red, white, and blue paint tonight. Well, all these red, white, and blue Patriotic paints tonight. I like what I'm seeing. 71, Sean Cochran. He's got a military logo too. Sorry, Sean Cunningham. I don't know why I said Sean Cochran. 71. But a big battle up right in front. Robert Sanders. Hieroglyphic paint. Dustin Reinstedel going up high to stay out of the way. And we're yellow. What happened? Do I need to go looking for it? Oh no, could it be John Aslan? Ron Schamer, Andrew Miller, maybe? Oh, Andrew Miller. It looks like he's offline. Oh, he got into it with the 25 who got in the wall. Oh, they're still banging. Coming out of 4. It's Colton Lanford again. We'll go in the cockpit. So 25 comes down on him. Maybe cockpit's not the best for this yet. So that's till 25 in the wall there. We didn't see how he got there. Oh, and he just came down on Andrew Miller. That was rude. So I thought the 29 did a good job of giving him space. I think Chase might show us a little something, maybe far Chase. So the 25 Colton Lanford is right up in front, and he comes down to try to block 29, a little fake block. And then they go down the back stretch. Andrew Miller, that we're riding with in the 29, minding his own business. 25 stays up high, gets on the wall on his own doing, and then 29's down low. We're riding with him. And 25 just cuts down hard left. And is that net code? No, you run into him. I don't know what's up with that. Andrew Miller loses his hood. The front bumper. Oh, then the 9, James Olafison, gets in the back of him, right in front of the Harley Davidson truck here, who doesn't know to go left or right or left. Does a good job to avoid. And that was Ron Schamer back there. Nope, it wasn't Ron. All right, we're going to go back racing here, so let's get back up front. They're doing the choose now. And we'll go back racing here, but man, Colton Lanford, chill out, bro. Stay off of me, dude. Andrew Miller was doing nothing. It's all good. We get another chance. You get another chance. Andrew Miller will get another chance. Lots of red, white, and blue paints. Jason Kraft, that Hendrick car, Stars and Stripes, looks awesome. Thank you for bringing it. Thank you to everybody for bringing your red, white, and blue paints. This patriotic race. Lights are still going on the pace car. Hopefully I'll be able to get some interviews a little later on. We're going to restart with Dalton Creech, your pole sitter, being the controlled truck in the 36. Jason Kraft has done a good job to get up there, be outside front row. By the time Dalton in 36 pulls away, he'll be even with the 11, Sean Cunningham and Chester Miller again. See if Chester Miller can keep it up front now. But don't look now. 99 of Trevor McLaughlin has made his way to the front couple of rows. So look out. Anything can happen. All right, Dalton Creech has got a good run. Good start. Jason Kraft and the two's going to fight off Dustin Reinstedel, or is he? Dustin takes the low line. Looks like he's clear. Rest of field goes by. 25 trucks tonight. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Once again, Chester Miller holding a tight line. Looks like we got a couple of Hendrick cars paints out here tonight. Nicholas Aslan in the 48. Trying to trick me. At least he's got the 48. I can tell a little bit of the difference. Dustin Reinstedel going the wrong way again. I know he's got tires on pit wall. He's saving tires, I'm sure of it. Dustin knows what he's doing. Jason Kraft is giving Dalton Creech. He's caught up to Dalton Creech now. This is a race for the win, for the leader. We'll tighten up on the camera a little bit. Watch this race for the lead. Jason Kraft and Dalton Creech. Kraft in the 3 truck, red, white, and blue. They're crossing each other over. Inside. Oh, he slides up.
To the bottom of the slide job, trying to take the lead away. Slide job.
Slide job for Jason Kraft. New leader, the number 3. Nice work, Jason. Just how you ride it up. Trevor McLaughlin working on Brendan Hornish here. In the 83, these guys are having a good race. And he's got Justin Glickner right behind him. Nice 3-way battle here. They get sorted out, give each other a little space. We can crank down some laps. Everybody's starting to single file out a little bit, which is probably a smart thing to do. They're not a third of the way through yet. Glad to see Justin Glickner here in the 21. Looks like he's having fun tonight, running up front. Inside the top 10 at least. You got Colton Lanford in the 25 right behind him there. This becomes a 3-way battle. Trevor McLaughlin, Justin Glickner, Colton Lanford. Trevor McLaughlin in the 99. Colton Lanford gets by. See if Colton can get around Justin Glickner here. As they're catching up to Chester Miller in the 18. Still early in the race. Colton Lanford still a little slippery off of turn 2. Colton Lanford's definitely got some speed. Take your time, Colton. There's no rush. We got 110 laps left. How are you, Justin, not to let him go? See where we are at the end. Colton Lanford tries to take 2 and still makes contact on the 18. I'd let him go, Chester. There you go. Give it back to him. All right. Here we go. We've seen how this ends. Doesn't end well for either one of them. All right. As that settled for now, at least. Move Colton Lanford up a spot. Door banging going on in the truck series. Looks like they got it together, though, thankfully. No change up front. Colton Lanford working on the 48 now. Colton Lanford got some speed on him tonight, that's for sure. He stopped at lap 32, so his tires are much more fresh than everybody else's. About 10 laps. Lap 32 for Colton Lanford and 22 for everybody else. But up front, Dalton Creech has worked his way up to almost half a second lead right now. And then 2 seconds back to third, which is Sean Cunningham. Then another 2 seconds back to Dustin Reinstedel. Then Brendan Hornish in the 63. Mobile 1, that counts as red, white, and blue. He's up on Dustin Reinstedel now. Let's see if he can make a move. Brendan Hornish looks low. Dustin Reinstedel takes the third lane up. 63 can't get it done. It's courteous racing, respectful racing, giving each other room. '63 follows him in, cuts it down on the blue line on the exit. Dustin Reinstedel leaves plenty of room to go through the double dogleg. Here at Charlotte, NASCAR's home track. Everybody's probably pretty familiar with this track. Plenty of laps and move him up a spot. Brendan Hornish. Sorry, Brendan. Nice move for the 63. '25 and the 21. Looks like Justin Glickner is now still hanging with Colton Lanford here. Justin Glickner in the 21. Looking up at the Colton Lanford. 21 takes a different arc out of turn 4. Make sure not to lose momentum. Exhaust flame coming out showing when he lift. Chester Miller and Trevor McLaughlin are having a great battle here. Side by side, lap after lap. Oh, Trevor McLaughlin in the wall. He hangs on to it. Does a good job staying off of Chester Miller here. They're still going. Oh, Trevor cuts down in front of him. That's Thomas Fuller, pick up a little ground on the two of them. You got the 18, the 99 racing, and Thomas Fuller in the 87 right behind. Getting some speed, some momentum on the group. Riding with Thomas Fuller now. I can get you on the helmet. There we go. Nice smooth steering inputs. Thomas has been racing with us for a while. Like he's not reeling him in as fast as I thought he was. Chester gets a little loose there. Tires are starting to get old. We might see some green flag laps. Some green flag pit stops. .172, 73. 173 going into turn 1. Down to 158. On the backstretch, how fast we get? 178. Not bad. Deep in the run. These tires are 30 laps old now. Last pit stop was lap 22. Right on Chester Miller now. No change up front. Won't let you miss anything up there. Trying to reel him in. This is Charlotte racing at its best. Lap after lap, every 10th matters. Hard to gain, easy to lose. Thomas Fuller, Chester Miller having a good race. Shane Coker in the 31. Justin Hardy in the 88. And Ron Schamer right behind him. 19th and 20th. And we're yellow. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh no, not Jason Kraft, was it? Oh no. The 3 it is. He was running up front. What happened? He was in second place. This is 71 of Sean Cunningham. I think that's right. Yes, Sean Cunningham. Oh, did he hit or just get loose? All by himself. One more time. Sorry, I was making sure I got Sean's name right. I don't think they touched. It's hard to tell. Oh, maybe. We'll find out here. Just a little bit of a nudge. It was right on the edge. And Sean Cunningham gives him the dirty. Into the wall is Jason Kraft. Sean Cunningham keeps going. I don't know if they touched or if it was net code. We're given the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, Sean Cunningham definitely could have given him some more space. Yeah, just a little bump is all it takes, man. Darn it. But he just barely touched him, but I know he didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose. But at the end of the day, that's Sean Cunningham's race. I'm sorry, that's Jason Kraft's race. But life goes on. Trying to go live. Here we go. All right, let's see if everybody's already come in and pitted that wants to pit. I hope I have time here. I'll try to do something, see if I can pull my buddy up. Get you off mute here, Trevor. Hey, Trevor, it's James in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Trevor, how's it going, man? You having a good race tonight?
Apart from my little spin that I had under caution, the truck feels really good actually, especially on the long run.
Oh, I didn't see it. Maybe that was a good thing that I didn't see it. Didn't get to embarrass you too bad, I hope.
Oh, good.
So that's a missed opportunity on my side. But looks like some guys are getting a little aggressive out there. But I'm glad you've been able to avoid it. You have had some good side-by-side racing. How's the track and the tires? Your fuel strategy? Are you on doing your plan?
Yeah, I mean, my whole goal was save tires, and a lot of people seem to be pushing a lot harder than I would be. So I've got an extra set on a number of guys, which hopefully will help me at the end of the race.
Nice, nice. Okay. Well, I hope so too. We'll keep an eye on that, man. I know we're doubled up, headed down the back stretch. That means we're going to green this time. I'm going to try my best to throw you in the right race chatter. If not, I will go back down and pull you back up to the chatter you in earlier. But I think this will throw you in the same one. Thanks for talking to me tonight.
All
Thanks
right,
for bringing some red, white, and blue ghost to us. And
you know,
look forward to watching the rest of the race.
all right, enjoy.
All right. Thanks, Trevor. I might pull you back. That's Trevor McLaughlin said everything's going good. And of course, I didn't. So let's see. Where did I put him? Oh, no. All right, we're green. And up front, it's Eric Thaler. Sorry I missed that restart, Eric. The godfather of Midwest Motorsports and the birthday boy is out front. He's getting a challenge, though, from the 36. Dalton Creech, who's the pole sitter and proved to be the fastest man of the night. Along with Dustin Reinstedel, Dalton Creech completes the pass. And we're yellow again. That didn't take long, but Dalton Creech is your leader. See if I can come down and try to help Trevor out. Sorry I threw you all over the place, Trevor. Did you find the right home? We're going to restart again. Oh my gosh. All right. Apologize for that. Not going to rewind and go back to see that. I'm not sure. Too bad for Jason Kraft. Number 3 has retired from the race. I'd say that was a little bit more than a love tap from Sean Cunningham. I don't think it was intentional, but I do want to mention that Jason Kraft wanted to recognize Mario Kraft, U.S. Air Force, passed away this year. His favorite memory of him was being his son. So, Mario Kraft, we thank you for your service. Sorry, Jason didn't have a great race tonight, but you're definitely in his thoughts. And now you're in all of our thoughts, as we appreciate your service to our country, keeping us safe. Mario Kraft, U.S. Air Force, gone but not forgotten. Father of number 3, Jason Kraft. I hope Jason Kraft will be back next week. I hope he has a better race. Deserves it. Just unfortunate circumstances. Relatively early in the race. We're just past the halfway mark. Nope, I'm sorry. We're about to hit the halfway mark. Forgot this is 150 laps. Dalton Creech is going to have control of the field again. Eric Thaler is going to hang right with him in the 15. The field is lining up one more time. Coming around turn 4, turn 3 right now. Once again, thanks to everybody for showing up tonight. Right now, I'm showing Stephanie Piccoli is the only one 2 laps down. Everybody else is on the same lap. So we're coming to the dog leg, and light goes green. Dalton Creech checks out. Good start for him. Justin Reinstedel and Eric Thaler side by side for second. Sean Cunningham, the 71 for third, with Eric Thaler on the outside, and Colton Lanford in the 25. Made his way up to the front. Sean Cunningham holds the inside. 25 goes 3 wide. Threads the needle. Gets loose on the exit. Colton Lanford not afraid to send it. We've seen him send it a couple times tonight, and luckily the guys around him were able to give him enough space to get by. That is not something you see happen very often. Sean Cunningham now, the 71. Gets around Eric. This is Eric Thaler in the 15. Birthday boys going the wrong direction. But again, still early in the race. Trevor McLaughlin gets by it. Like everybody came in that last lap. 61 to caution before. Justin Thaler's made his way back up as well. Nobody's happy to see that. Robert Sanders gets around Eric Thaler, Justin Hardy, Brendan Hornish going at it. Brandon, I got 2 ways of spelling your name. One's with the E-N, one's with the O-N, so I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you, Brandon Morris. For the next race. Brandon Morris in the 39. Scott's green and yellow. Now let's see, going to thread the needle. Dustin Hardy and Robert Sanders up in front. He gets by Robert Sanders. Dustin Hardy gets around Trevor McLaughlin. Brandon Morris trying to follow him through. Riding with Brandon Morris. Trevor McLaughlin's on the outside. Brandon Morris hanging on that blue line. Looking up at Dustin Hardy. Looks like he's cleared Trevor McLaughlin. Now he's got his eyes set on Dustin Hardy in the 88 right in front. Dustin Hardy got loose earlier in the race. And Brandon got a bumper out of it. Not this time as they go under the 71 of Sean Cunningham. Brandon saves that one too. Nice work, Brandon. They work their way around the 71. Sean Cunningham. Trevor McLaughlin's got a front row seat. As once again they start to single file out. So not bad. Good racing here. Justin Thaler in the 2 truck. Made it back up to 8th after being a lap down earlier. Involved in the lap 4 incident. Oh, Trevor McLaughlin gets loose. Justin Thaler goes right on by. That was close. Good reaction times there. Dustin Reinstedel battle for the lead with Dalton Creech. Side by side now. Oh, they touch. Banging doors as they come across the line. Dustin Reinstedel keeps his foot in it. He keeps the car straight, the truck straight. Still too wide. Dalton Creech has had the lead. Most of these guys stopped at lap 61 for about 15 seconds. So it should be on equal tires and fuel and weight. Oh, nice job, Dalton Creech. Gets down right in front of Dustin Rystettle to keep the lead. The battle for the lead continues as we're 81 laps down. Past the halfway point now. On the home stretch. Dustin Rystettle can't quite get there. Can't quite get there to complete the pass. They pulled about 2 seconds on Colton Lanford for third. So this is the battle for the lead. Further back, Nicholas Aslan, the only HendrickCars.com red, white, and blue paint left. Looking up at the 3D holographic stars and stripes of Robert Sanders. Close, but can't quite get there. Takes the outside line this time. Patriotic race at Charlotte. Midwest Motorsports style. Side by side, the 48 goes around the outside now. Nicholas Aslan gets around Robert Sanders, completes the pass. Move Nicholas Aslan up a spot. Ron Schaumernell working his way around Ian Silva in the 51, Arby's truck. Can he get there? Brendan Hornish up ahead in the 63. And Chester Miller in the 18 ahead of them. 12, 13, 14 right here. '63 Hornish slides up a little bit. 97 says, thank you, I'll take it. Leaves them room. That's good racing. Plenty of time left. 64 laps left. At least. Michael Harris Jr. back here in this Hornets nest. Brandon Cotton, Norm Snyder, Thomas Fuller. Brandon Cotton in the 17. We're riding with him on the outside here. Rim riding. He's got stars and stripes going on too. Looks awesome, Brendan. Thank you. Love it, baby. Great racing. 51, Ian Silva gets around Brendan Hornish. And now Brendan Cotton wants around him as well. Or does he? Holding strong. On the outside. Finally, Brendan Cotton is clear. Thomas Fuller trying to hold off Norm Snyder and Michael Harris behind him. Norm Snyder in the 28, he's got American flags all over that 28. very different than Norm's more common Abilene Texaco theme paint. And Michael Harris Jr. right behind these guys in the 40 looking for a way around also. Norm Snyder holding on to that blue line. We got a four-way battle. Norm Snyder looking inside Thomas Fuller. These guys are having some great racing. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun watching as much as they're having fun racing. Look at this killer racing going on. Still not clear. Finally, the 28 clears. Thomas Fuller inside Brendan Cotton. Can you make it stick? Nope. Brendan Cotton holds strong, carrying that momentum on the outside. Comes across the line first, but couldn't make it. Thomas Fuller and Brendan Horner side by side. Michael Harris and Norm Snyder side by side behind them. Thomas Fuller in the orange and black 87. Brendan Horner in the Mobile 163 on the outside. Nice. You guys are having some fun. Awesome racing. Dustin Reinstedel has got around. Dalton Creech up front and stretched out to a pretty big lead. Finally, Dustin was able to make it stick. Back here, this four-way battle for 15th. Wants to be a five-way battle. Shane Coker wants in on it. Thomas Fuller finally gets all the way around 63 and clears him. 28 now looking for a way around Brendan Hornish for now. Still haven't seen any green flag pit stop. Last stop was lap 61. So we're working on about 34, 35 laps on tires. What's that? No, your eyes are not deceiving you. Justin Thaler has made his way up to P3. After being a lap down earlier, Justin Thaler has worked his way on merit all the way back up to P3. Justin and Eric Thaler are brothers and the founders of the Midwest Motorsports League. Their dad, Chris Thaler, runs in the Cup Series. And Chris's dad is Corporal Donald Thaler, U.S. Marine Corps. Want to recognize Corporal Donald Thaler, Marine Corps, for his service to our country and for raising a couple of grandsons that turned out okay. Happy to have him tonight. Sergeant Richard Thaler, the U.S. Marine Corps, the ball breaker of the family, according to Chris Thaler. So that's why Eric and Chris have turned out to be who they are. Their grandfathers busting balls. We appreciate your service, Corporal Richard Thaler, as we honor our veterans on the Patriotic race, red, white, and blue, all around Charlotte Raceway tonight. From the front to the back. Speaking of red, white, and blue, these guys are still going at it. It's like Michael Harris was coming down low. Is he coming into pit? Might be a little early, I think, for fuel. Michael Harris looking on the inside of Norm Snyder, trying to make it stick. Too wide. Leaving space for each other. Can't complete the pass. But you know they're having fun. On board now is Michael Harris Jr. In the 40, looking up at Norm Snyder. Oh no, Justin Taylor's going the wrong direction as he comes into pit from third place, so that explains some pit strategy here. We got more takers. Looks like Colton Lanford was coming in the pit. Justin finally pulls out. Loses just a couple more spots. Stays on it. Now he's up to speed. Comes back up on the track, which means Trevor McLaughlin is our leader. We have more action in the pit lane as Trevor comes in now. So this is the green flag stop cycles we were looking for. Let's see how they play out. It's Chester Miller now as your leader. Dustin Reinstedel came in at 102, and I think that kicked everything off. So we'll see where everything cycles back up. I think Dalton Creech is going to lose a spot to Justin Thaler. Maybe another one to Nicholas Aslan. Nicholas Aslan is still a lap down. He came in at lap 100. Justin Thaler at 101. I think Justin Thaler was the first one to come in. Oh, aside from Nicholas Aslan, a couple guys came in at 100. Brandon Morris. Side by side now. Looks like Chester Miller still has not pitted. Choosing to stay out, maybe hoping for a yellow. We'll see where this puts him. But he is your current leader, Chester Miller. Stays out again. Robert Sanders comes in. Only one more guy, Andrew Miller, left, other than Chester Miller. No relation, I'm told. Now Chester Miller decides to come in. I believe that's going to give the lead to Dustin Reinstedel. Going around the 31 of Shane Coker. Mr. Miller finally comes out of the pits. I know it probably felt like forever. As well as Stephanie Piccoli. There's Stephanie in the 91 truck, making her way out of pit lane. She had a couple of bad laps, had to do a long repair. She'd already burned her fast repair, but she doesn't quit. She stayed in it, multiple laps down. But got to give props where props are due. Stephanie Piccoli's still out here turning laps. Got the Australian flag. I guess that counts as red, white, and blue. She's patriotic tonight. I'm down with it, Stephanie. Glad you're here. All the way from Australia. Glad she found her way to the Midwest Motorsports. But up front, it's all Dustin Reinstedel right now. 5.5 seconds over Justin Thaler. Got 40 laps to go. 39 now. It's not just me. There's more than one orange and black paint out here. But Dustin Reinstedel, the leader, finds himself in the middle of Rat's Nest. The 5 truck of John Aslan. There's another orange and black. There, Eric finally gets around John Aslan. Fortunately, Eric is a lap down from this group. Now on the same lap. Now back on the lead lap. At 24th place. John Aslan's had a couple of ups and downs, but he's been racing with us for a while, so glad you're still here, John. Thanks for hanging it out. No, it's not your best race. We know you've had better racing. Hopefully the next one will be better than this. Birthday boy Eric Thaler now trying to work his way back through the field after making his pit stop. Tries to get around the 88. Eric went the longest of everybody. He went all the way to lap 108, hoping for a yellow. But he went longer than anybody. Waited the longest. So now he's got the most fresh tires. He might be able to do it on one more stop. He might be able to go from here. 60 to 110. Yes. Right at 50 laps. But I think there's a reason Dustin Reinstedel and Justin Thaler, who's now going under his brother. Whoa. Made his intention nose, yeah. Well, that's Justin Thaler in P2 right now. So he's trying to catch up to Dustin Reinstedel. Still 5.5 seconds back, but he's on the right pace as far as raw speed and pit strategy goes. It's all Dustin Reinstedel, though. 5.5 seconds up on Justin Thaler. He's got 8 seconds on Nicholas Aslan. Another 5 seconds to Trevor McLaughlin. Next closest battle. Oh, we'll go through the field for you. Dustin Reinstedel up front. Justin Thaler currently P2 in the number 2. Let's see if he can get any closer without a pit, without a yellow. Nicholas Aslan holding down 3rd place. Doing a great job so far. Nicholas Aslan is currently your points leader by 11 points over Dustin Reinstedel. So Nicholas Aslan having another good run tonight, currently P3. Trevor McLaughlin's holding down 4th place in the 99 car. Ghost Energy Drink. Spoke with us earlier, said he was saving some tires. See if he's pulled them out. Sean Cunningham comes out of the pit. Brandon Morris is currently 5th in the 39. So a really good show for Brandon, especially considering where he qualified. Brandon qualified 15 spots lower, so he qualified P20. So Brandon Morris not putting an emphasis on qualifying, but definitely holding it down in the race with the current top 5. Trying to put Sean Cunningham a lap down after Sean comes out of the pits. 6th place is Brandon Cotton in 17. Nice strong showing for Brandon Cotton. Ron Schamer 7th, not far behind Brandon. Glad to see James Olafson having a good run. Currently in the top 8, P8. And then don't look now, it's Norm Snyder in P9, right behind him. Norm, Schneider, and James Olafson race in multiple series across Midwest Motorsports platform. And sure, this is for some bragging rights here. Even if it is P8 and 9. And rounding out your top 10 is Chester Miller. After qualifying on the 2nd row. Not a terrible run for Chester, it's not over yet. Still got 25 laps to go. That rounds out your top 10. And then the 3rd, Brendan Hornish, starts your top 11th. Thomas Fuller, P12. No major change up front. John Aslan 13th. Dalton Creech in 36. He's currently 14th after setting it on the pole. I think he got his pit strategy wrong. Now he's being challenged by the 40, Michael Harris, who's a lap down. Sorry about that. It's not for position. Robert Sanders, 15th. Blickner, 16th. Not missing anything up front. No change. Dustin Reinstedel still holding down a 9-second lead now. So Dustin Reinstedel picking him up and putting him down with 24 laps to go. 17 gets underneath their leader. New tires, making everybody feel like a hero. Brandon Cotton gets by. Dustin happy to let him go. Got 22 laps to make it all the way around the track. Brendan Morris in the 39 comes out of the pits. I'm not sure, but I think Dustin Reinstedel can go the whole way. Maybe Brandon came in and just got 2 tires. Let's see if tires can make up a difference of a lap in 20 laps. Andrew Miller in the 29. Looking up at Dustin Hardy in the 88. And they are looking up at the 15 of Eric Thaler. Trying to put Eric another lap down. Or, yeah, a lap down. It's not for position. But the 29 and the 88 are for position. Eric lets him go, lets him race. 17 cuts up right up front and goes around the 29. So the 17 being aggressive, Brandon Cotton. Made his intentions known. So he used the 15. 88 goes up high, waiting on the 15. The 17 goes in the 29. Took his time to make sure he passed the 15 clean. And 17 was not going to lift. One more time. It happens fast. So the 88's not for position. The 29 down low is what the 17, who the 17 is racing. So 17 sees the 15 holding up the 29, and then comes up and then cuts the 15 off. Ooh, that's threading the needle. That's close. 15 rubs in the wall just a little bit to make sure he was clear there. And that's how the 17 got a position. But again, this is for 13th place. So a lot of risk, but if it's that important to you, put the 17 in 13th place. Lucky number 13 for some people. Next target, Justin Glickner. Five seconds back. Michael Harris in the 40. Goes around Glickner in the 21. What's happened to Justin Thaler? He came into pit. All right, so they can't make it. Dustin Reinstedel, is he trying to make it? No, he pitted at 133. I missed a pit cycle. I thought they could make it all the way. I was wrong. More green flag stops. All right, so it's not over. Not even close to over. Justin Thaler was about 10 seconds behind Dustin Reinstedel. That may explain why Brendan Morris came in. So I apologize for that earlier. And see, Dalton Creech isn't out of this yet, depending on when he stopped. Dalton Creech is unlapping himself The 18, Chester Miller, is your leader. Dalton Creature, pole sitter, and the 36 unlaps himself after pitting. So Dustin Reinstedt's still the first to make a stop at 133. Brandon Morris stopped at 126. So that should be good. There you go. We'll see where Brandon Morris ends up. I apologize to you, Brandon Morris, for stating earlier that you may have just taken 2. You were the first to make your final stop. I love how green flag pit stops make all the difference in your pit strategy and the race, how the race plays out. Not knowing when yellows are going to come out, it's a whole new ball game without stage racing. Justin hanging on to it, getting a little loose coming out of 2. But your current leader is still Chester Miller. His last stop was 107. Has he saved enough for 11 more laps? Thomas Fuller gives up and comes into pit. Nicholas Aslan came in at 124. So Nicholas Aslan's got a good shot of leapfrogging Justin Thaler. He has. Through that pit cycle, moved Nicholas Aslan up a spot. How close is Justin Thaler? 1.7 behind him. See if Justin's in the shot. Hard to tell. That's 1.7 seconds. Nicholas Aslan. Justin Thaler is in the camo, green and desert camo. Let's see. I'm sorry. The Nicholas Aslan lets Brendan Cotton go around. He's 63, and Nicholas Aslan and Justin Thaler is now in the shot. So Justin Thaler's in pursuit. This is all hands on deck. Justin Thaler in the desert camo. Coming up on Nicholas Aslan, trying to reel him in. The Hendrick's car. HendrickCars.com. This is for a position for second. Dustin Reinstedt's up the road. Dustin Reinstedt's now past Chester Miller for the lead outright. I don't think Chester Miller can make it all the way. I've been wrong before, but we're watching the race. For second, Justin Thaler goes inside, makes it look easy. Move Justin Thaler up a spot to P2 in the car number 2. Like I say, he makes it look easy. Nicholas Aslan didn't put up a fight at all. As we now have 5 laps to go. Next time Dustin comes around. As Chester Miller pulls out of the pits after making his final stop of one more veteran salute, Michael Harris Jr. His godfather served in the U.S. Army as a paratrooper. Scott Harris Thank you, Scott. Thank you for your service. Being in the Army shaped him to a well-disciplined person that's very focused. So Scott Harris is Michael Harris's godfather. We thank you for your service, Scott. Thank you for being a good influence on Michael Harris. I'd say he turned out okay, so far anyway. Michael Harris Jr. carrying his godfather Scott Harris with him in the truck as we wind down this patriotic race at Charlotte, 150 laps. Dustin Reinstedel has laid out the perfect plan to win the race. He's got 3 laps to do it, and about a 7-second lead over Justin Thaler. 2 to go now. Dustin Reinstedel's been unstoppable. Stays out of trouble, picks the right line. He's got his uncle Terry Casey in the car with him, in the truck with him. And tonight, he's taking Terry Casey to victory lane if he can finish this lap. There's no reason he's not going to be able to do it. Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 car, bringing it home one last time. And your winner in the Charlotte Patriotic race for Midwest Motorsports, Dustin Reinstedel, brings it home.
Checker flag, got him.
Got him. Dustin Reinstedel wins the race. Justin Thaler, P2, very closely followed by Nicholas Aslan, 48, P3. Trevor McLaughlin almost made it to the podium. Nice solid P4. Brandon Cotton rounds out the top 5, being very aggressive, but it paid off. The top 5, a good pit strategy. Congratulations, Brandon Cotton. Brendan Hornish, P6. Look at Norm Snyder with a strong P7. That's all Dustin Reinstedel. Hope he's still doing some burnouts. There we go. Got you, Dustin. Let him rip. As I try to pull up the race results. There you go. Dustin Reinstedel's letting him burn down. See if we can talk to some of our friends here. See if I can find Nicholas Aslan. So while I work on it, we'll keep watching Dustin burn it down, but I hope everybody had a great time watching. If you're interested in joining Midwest Motorsports, I'll tell you how right now.
Are you tired of milquetoast lawless racing and ready for a real league? Then you need Midwest Motorsports. Our iRacing Cup, Truck, and Road series are unrivaled and make grown men cry. Featuring active race control and an active Discord server. Say goodbye to cheese wagon free-for-alls and hello to the best league racing you'll find anywhere. Want more? Who doesn't? Catch our weekly podcast, complete with member interviews, race reviews, standing updates, and rig tips and tricks. Live race broadcasts with announcer commentary.
And Ty Williams in the 81 in the red car. Jason Huffman gets in between them.
Fridays, Truck Series. Sundays, Cup Series. Tuesdays, Road Series. Visit Midwest-Motorsports.com. to sign up for free and see if you have what it takes to not finish last. Our next season starts soon. Scan the QR code to sign up now, unless you like being taken out in Turn 1 by noobs.
And I'm back. Thanks a lot for listening to that. Midwest-motorsports.com if you want to join us. But right now, I think we got a mic check for Nick Iceland.
What's up?
Hey, Nick, man, great third place. I thought you were going to hold off Justin Taylor for second there. Tell me how your race went.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now, James. I thought we were gonna end up on the hook back to the shop this race. Like, I just totally messed up my qualifying lap. Started deep in the pack, got caught up in an early incident on lap 1. Unfortunately, hated that happened, and got put down a lap at one point. Got the lucky dog, and I was really thankful that those last couple laps, or not couple, but pretty much the whole second half of the race pretty much went green, because I knew if it had just gone green and I was able to bang out some laps, like, I could make up that time, and had some really good pit stops, short pitted for both of them, which really helped me. So yeah, I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to hold off Justin there at the end. I short pit him by a couple laps, and I think I came out like 6 seconds in front of him after the pit stop cycled, and I knew he was going to be there. When he got there, I didn't even put up a fight because I didn't want to do something. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything stupid to ruin both of our races. And honestly, with the way that my race was going, I was content with third.
Yeah, it's a great spot, great lap, great point. Qualified 16th, like you said, so I'm sure anything in the top 5 would have been happy, but especially after getting the wreck earlier, like you mentioned. But thanks a lot, man. I see you had the 48 with the red, white, and blue stripes on your truck, man. So thanks for participating in the patriotic theme, man. It's a great pleasure having you in the truck race. So you pitted a couple of laps before Justin. Was that right at the edge of your fuel?
I pretty much split the final run in half. I pit lap 101. I pit, and then I pit on, I think, lap like 124 or 125.
Yep.
Basically, pretty much split it. And they just took it a little further, which that was a good move by Justin to kind of cover off that short pit. But yeah, I knew there wasn't any way I was probably going to be able to hold him off there, because I think he caught me lap like 143 or something. And like I said, I was honestly content with third the way it was going. I just really didn't want to caution, because I was on probably the oldest stuff out of the guys up in the top 5 there, and I would have lost far more spots if we had a restart there at the end.
Well, it's a great show, man. Great job, Nicholas. I know you were the points leader coming in.
Oh, man, yeah.
By 11 points. So we'll have to see how it shakes out. Dustin Reinstadel and Justin Thaler are all right there as well. So we'll have to see how the bonus points turns out and if anybody got 0x. But you were definitely fast, 29.87. Not the fastest lap of the race, but pretty darn close. Definitely on the top 3. So you deserved to be at where you finished, man. Congrats on a great race.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to get in that win column soon.
I look forward to it, man. Hopefully I'll be talking to you a little later in the interview order, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Congrats again on a great run, Nicholas.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you next week. That's Nicholas Aslan, your third place finisher. Now I got Justin Thaler, who finished P2. What up, JT?
Hey, how are you?
All right, man, not bad. Finished second after some first lap shenanigans or lap 4 shenanigans, put you a lap down early.
Oh, yeah, that was a hard one to follow there. Qualified right in the middle, got caught up in some stuff, and came in immediately into the pits. Well, coming around, during that pacing lap of the caution, came into the pits because I had a meatball flag. So Came in first, wanted to just see how much repairs I needed, and I needed like 30 seconds of required and almost 5 minutes of optional. So I had to come in and burn my fast repairs, right out of the gates.
Wow.
Getting that far back, I guess, that early on, without having a fast repair in your pocket, I really thought that I was cooked.
Well, I'm glad you hung in there and stuck it out. And then, we had lots of green flag runs there at the end. So I think that played out to your favor too. How hard was it cutting through traffic or knowing when to let people go and when to hold your position?
Some spots there toward the end it was a little tricky. A lot of the lap guys I think were on maybe some pressure set of tires there, and getting to them was just difficult to pass. Charlotte's not really my favorite track or one of my better tracks either. So I found out tonight it was really hard to run the bottom if you were on a used set of tires because the guys up top could just keep their momentum. So you really just had to try and work on setting up a pass for position. A lot of the lap traffic was pretty good tonight. There's a handful of times where I understand they're battling too. There's a handful of times there where it was starting to kind of my fuse was starting to get a little short, but just my personal frustration. Nothing against anybody, but
No, of course not. You handled it well, man.
yeah, it was a little tricky, and I'm like, man, I need to clear these guys so I can, maybe gain and see if I can jump somebody in the pits or something like that. So, like, it's just time lost for me being stuck in that position.
Yeah, well, great race, man. You did it. Did you split the strategies again? Is that how you drew it out? I mean, just one little yellow would have changed everything there at the end.
Yeah, a little bit. I ran my first set of tires for just over, I think, 60 laps. So, I was at a little bit of a longer advantage because when I had to pit so early, I took a full stop, obviously, of fuel. Didn't take tires, so I was able to keep tires, and the guys who took tires really early, it all kind of evened out, and just tried to keep managing my pace. And then towards the end there, I forget who I was chasing down. Somebody, I think Dustin and whoever was running second at the time pit. I think I stayed out, came in, and then that last stop, I was hearing everybody calling their announcements, and I heard Nick go in. And I thought, man, if I can just get maybe I have some clean air, if I can keep just running one or two consistent laps and then try and cover them off. And I only needed a splash of fuel. I thought about maybe short pitting the first one and getting that out of the way and then just taking what little I needed after that. But I ended up, just playing it as it went and was really just watching the number of laps left to know how long I would have to get back, up towards the front.
I saw you in the hunt down for Nicholas Aslan there. I bet that had to be a fun little adrenaline pump there right at the end of the race.
It was, man. I was looking at the lap counter and crew chief is telling me, the gap is now this, the gap is now that, and I'm like, well, I'm gaining on
You
them.
can do it, Justin.
Yeah, so I'm pushing and I'm like, come on. And then when I finally got to him on the exit of 4, he mic'd up and said, you got the inside, just take it. And, for the sportsmanship of that, for, a P2 versus P3, I just want to say hats off to him. And I caught him in the interview and him, hoping to be maybe the last guy interviewed, and he's gonna get there. When he joined, he won the first race right out of the rip, so he's a contender for sure, and just a great, clean, competitive racer. Race is very fair, and glad to have him. It's fun having, we got a couple mix of family members here, which is great. It's what it's all about.
Absolutely, man. Well, again, congrats on a great race, Justin. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. And we got a shout out to your grandpa. Chris filled out the form and said he was a ball breaker of the family. So looks like you guys turned out all right. But thanks for putting on a great show, coordinating everything you do for the league, and congrats on a great run, man. We'll look for you Sunday, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, thank you for calling the race, hanging out, and doing the veterans thing for us. That's really cool. And I'm just gonna tell you before I leave, just get comfortable because Dustin might hold this thing up for another 3-4 hours.
I doubt it, man. It's all good. We're happy to have him, man. I want to hear what he thinks. I want to hear what he has to say, man. So, Dustin, you got us?
I got you loud and clear.
Congrats on a great run, man. I saw you dropping back there a couple times earlier in the race, and I saw you were running up high too. Is that part of the strategy, or tell me how the race unfolded, and did it go to your plan that you had on the way in?
Well, I'll try to keep us inside the TV coverage window for JT here. It went really good. I was really surprised that the top came in. We kind of talked about it in practice that it might come in a little bit, and it was definitely in 3 and 4. But when we ran that first, I don't know how many laps we put on the first set of tires. I didn't take a set until really late into that. Probably 40, 50, 60 laps, somewhere in there. I'd say probably close to 60. Both sides were top lane if you were on worn tires. That was actually pretty cool. It shows the update for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, you took 4 every time. No point in taking 2.
I took 4, but I took 2 on the last stop, which was really dumb. It kept my gap to JT at the end. It ended up being about the same, but I just felt like if I had less than 20 laps, if I only took 2, that even the people that were trying to fuel save couldn't beat me. So that's what I was trying to go for, but I almost wrecked like 3 times on the first 3 or 4 laps, so it was definitely not ideal until it probably 10 or 15 laps into the run there. The last 5 laps were okay. But no, taking 2 wasn't a good idea.
Right. Well, yeah, you had about 8-second lead, so you had a little room to play with. So it worked out for you at the end, man. And nice, nice, um, nice donuts there at the end too, man. So you had plenty of time to think about your victory lane celebration, and got a couple shots out. You had somebody riding with you tonight, and
Yes,
looks like you
sir.
took him to victory lane again.
Absolutely. I got to do it in the Cup race. I think last season with the uncle on the banner. So didn't have him on the banner, but had him in that form that we filled out and everything, and got the car in honor of Mom with the cancer sucks. So
That's right.
pretty cool. Always fun to get a win in this car or with the scheme on. But yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to JT too, and Nick, because those were the 2 I was really looking at. Then our new member, I
yeah,
gotta look up his name, Creech.
yeah.
That was I didn't key up back up with him because I was trying not to wreck him whenever we were battling. He said good battle. That was really fun. It was a little more door banging than I wanted it to be with 70 to go, but at the same time nobody wrecked, no incidents were exchanged, and is what it is. So it was pretty fun. It's
No,
always
it's
fun
fun.
when you can have some 0x contact and everybody keep driving fast.
Yeah, the new guy put it on the pole, and yeah, it's a good thing we're 4 races in. You never know how this championship would play out, but we'll see how it goes now as well. 1 second, we got another special guest I'm going to bring down here. Hang on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. We got the birthday boy, Eric Thaler, in. Dustin said he was going to sing happy birthday to you, Eric. Go ahead, Dustin.
Oh boy. Sure. Happy birthday. Yeah, the viewers
Yeah.
don't want that. We just went from like one,
Yeah.
however many we had. All my
All the
fans out there
listeners
that
stop.
still listen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to 0.
we don't need that, man. We don't need that. I appreciate it though. Yeah, feels good to be 84.
Oh, yeah, right. You had a pretty adventurous race too, man. I know it's happy to be back in the sim rig. I know you let somebody borrow it last week. Did you have to move the pedals back?
Yeah, I had to do a little readjusting here, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, my fuel saving strategy kind of kicked me in the butt tonight. So
I can
I did.
imagine it being hard to play fuel strategy at a track like Charlotte.
Yeah, it did. It did. I thought I could get one over on Dustin, but apparently not. So wound up finishing towards the back, but that's okay. I had fun. So
Glad you did. Just wanted to drop in and say to the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, happy birthday, man.
yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks everybody watching.
All right, I'll throw you back up there. And Dustin, I'll let you go too, man. Congrats on a great win tonight, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James. I'll be excited to go back and watch this one sometime tomorrow.
Sounds great. Look forward to it, man. We'll see you on Sunday too.
Later.
All right. That's a wrap. I'm James J. for Josh Watt running the broadcast. Thanks to everybody for tuning in and listening in. We appreciate everybody. Don't forget to follow on your way out. And remember to stay in your lane.